All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today. First thing I want to tell you is get a tab and pen. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. This is called the Credit Hour. I actually do this 6 days a week live, help people. I want to get everybody to the millionaire. All right, I know you heard it before, but you know what? I can actually get you there. All right, that's going to be easy, but you got to follow through too on your part too. So keep in mind, 6 days a week you can get a hold of me. And on Saturdays and Wednesdays I do classes live too. Now you can't take pictures, you can't record, you got to write it down and put it here. Now what I want you to think about is this: in that tablet and pen, write down a diagram. All right, I want you to think about a corporation and divisions. You see, what you want to do is understand that corporations, we want to understand like the banks and the grocery stores. One piece goes wrong, what do? They write it off on their taxes. They get a tax credit for messing up. We don't get a tax credit. We bring the pain home. And most of the time we go boo-hoo-hoo. So remember right now, Bank of America, over 4,000 locations, shut down, bankrupt, got a tax credit. So they're in business. We have the ability to do the same thing from Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. Now, you know the weird thing is, cities file bankruptcy too. They wipe out their debt and they stay in business. So we have to understand we're allowed under the Constitution to incorporate us. So I want you to think about something today. Stop bringing the pain home. All right, become a certified CFO. The ultimate goal is reprogramming you to millionaire. It's not easy. Now let's understand. Now they might say it's because of pandemic 19. It's not true. Right in front of you, they got a tax credit. We don't get a tax credit when we bring the pain home. Bottom line is like when you get basically all screwed up, it takes for what? To get back on track. It's like fighting yourself sometimes too. So we got to stop bringing the pain home. The ultimate goal is very simple. We're entitled to incorporate ourselves. And that's the ultimate goal. Building that right structure. Some of you have corporations today. You have your pieces in place, but there's some things missing. The key to millionaire status is don't bring the pain home and learn the structure correctly. In other words, money. At the end of the day, bottom line is money. It's like Gil here, okay? Gil's online. I got him a $10,000 card yesterday. Now, Gil, remember something. I want you to get out your calculator. I want you to take $10,000 times, all right, 29%, all right, equals. So you can only spend $2,900 so your score doesn't drop. And that's important. So get out your calculators. Remember that 29% never pass that, and minimum maintain 25%. So we get that as well. Now, James, I got you a $15,000 card. Again, get out your calculator, figure it out. Bottom line is we don't want you to bring the pain home. Getting you the money is not a problem. The problem is balancing the debt and understand the 25% rule. So let's understand something today. If you're new and you don't know me yet, you're going to get to know me. I'll get to know your case as well, as we give you a case file. Every program I does, there's basically credit rebuilding and rapid rescore. So here's basically something from $5,000 to $1 million of credit. I don't know what you want me to build up for you, but I always give you about a 20% discount when you're online with me on the credit hour. So what happens is every one of these prices today, you can get a discount if it's through me. If you talk to a sales rep, what's going to happen is they don't give you the discount because they get a commission. So if you want right now, take a picture of this page so you know between $5,000 to $1 million. But I want you to remember in the back of your mind, 29%. Now, Matthew, I need you to pay attention. I need you to call the credit bureaus. Okay, I want to find out if your credit bureaus are frozen. Okay, did you freeze them when you went through bad times? Okay, I want to double check that today. From there, we got Carl here. I want you to basically follow through too, and Joanne as well. There's 1,000 steps to the millionaire dream. Now, my programs are pretty simple. I want to give you 100% to times 10 your money back. But I'm going to give it to you in personal business credit. I want you to gain from knowing me. I used to be known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People too. Now, even my prison program. Free Ray Ricky Ross, 20 years in federal prison. Comes out and I build him $4 million of credit. Thomas, I get him millions of dollars too. So understand something today. It's not going to be easy, but you got to be part of the program. You got to follow through on your part too. My journey started very simple. All right, I was born in a taxi. She's a little girl, doesn't want me. I get to be with the Hope family. They get to use and abuse me too. Your journey today can begin with me. So the ultimate goal is I had to fight to get out of what I call hell. All right, I needed it bad enough. So if you got to want it bad enough too. When Mrs. Hope put me in the garbage can behind the grocery store and fed me that food every day, it kind of pissed me off. She dropped me off down to Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 from the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. But I did my seed business, my clackers, and I mowed yards door to door. See, my bottom line for you explaining what I went through, I got to million to billion. You can do the same thing too through corporate structure. You're not your surroundings. You have to understand to see it and believe it, go get it. It's not easy because a lot of times some of you kind of really screwed some things up and you got to fix it. But the bottom line is I'll help you do that too. Ultimate goal, my legacy is at Ray Reynolds University. Write down today's date and project 90 working days. During that 90 working days, I want to show you the goodies that I got from me. I want you to show you how to get yours too. But the ultimate thing is very simple and factually verifiable. Now here's the thing we got right now. June is the second quarter. So the corporation has March, June, September, December. What's important about that is going to get a line of credit. I'd like you to focus on this year, between now and the end of the year. No matter what we do, we're going to go for a target of $1 million of corporate credit. Okay? Personal credit should be more than $100,000. But then 2023, I want you to focus on $5 million. I want to show you how your goal can be reached, by the way. So let's understand something about personal credit. We have to learn the rules and tools about credit and money. Because that's what we need. The bottom line, we need credit and we need money. Okay? Personal credit, people screw it up because they don't understand it. Corporate credit, this stuff's kind of fun because we get to write it all off. It's interest rate, credit cards. Can you imagine that a corporation can write everything off? It's kind of like free money. So as we do this correctly, we can get business lines of credit too. We can find how to leverage even money into more money. The ability to play the game, 4 ways of getting the money we need. That's the goal. So remember, like I said, getting you the money is not a hard thing to do. Take a picture of the page today. All right, basically if you want to get a 20% discount, you can do it through me. Ultimate goal, find a typo. If you do, you get an extra discount because I want you to pay attention. First of all, we can't waste time. I'm up every day at 2:25. On my knees thanking God for another day, and then I do my mirror test. So we cannot waste time. All right, so understand, get up an hour earlier every day. July 4th, 2009, what did I do? We took one of the yachts in the backyard with a group of people. That's all we did. The next day, I'm in a coma. Swine flu, pneumonia. I get to hear somebody ask if I'm a donor. I get to hear someone trick my wife to sign a POA. And then I get to die. And Jesus said, basically, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So this information that God gave me is a gift for you. Bottom line is you have to follow through and pay attention. Now, getting past go, it's not easy. All right, understand something. It's not easy trying to build yourself up, and away to get all the goodies. Getting past go is like people getting stuck. I can show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy. I can show you the mansions. I can show you how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. And white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. I can show you anywhere from the race boats in the backyard, helicopter, U-Dock, yachts, and Ferraris. So we got to rebuild and become a CFO. All right, understand, it's not just a title. We have to understand what a CFO really is. Today, I want you to write down Ray's rules. I want you to understand not to bring the pain home again. See, you brought the pain home for one reason. You didn't know any better, and it should have been a division versus you. I'll explain that as well today, too. So from there, being a certified CFO. The ultimate goal is reprogram your brain into millionaire. That's the goal. Now, if you got bad credit, you screwed things up, you got some choices. A, we can help rebuild you, or you can do it yourself, and you can basically write down section 611. And you can Google it today, too. Ultimate goal, credit repairs are a fraud. I didn't say it. The Federal Trade Commission says it every day. So we can help rebuild you, or you can do it yourself. Either way. First 25 steps today. Main thing is if we're going to help you get the credit reports, because they're free. Give me the report numbers right away. That's step number 1. Next thing I need you to do is pull out your Social Security card. Ladies, it's in your purse. Gentlemen, it's probably in your back pocket in your wallet. Remember what we got. We got an SSN, Social Security card, that creates a 1040 tax return. And that's because we were told to, I believe, like a bunch of sheep. Bottom line is simple. Why don't you read the card in your pocket or purse today? And let's look what it says. Usually it says, do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and it says basically property assessment administration, not you. So the ultimate goes, understand, we also use that for credit purposes. That's step number 2. Now, the biggest thing to think about is this. All right, when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, all right, what did you do? All right, when you got your check, you planned on paying a lot of bills. Unfortunately, what happened instead, you got half as much of your check. Your first thing was a shock. What? Where'd my money go? You forgot. We work for the IRS too. See, they get their cut before we get the leftover. And that's why it creates the 1040 tax return. And it's tax, and when we die, they want us in probate too. But you have another thing you get to do. It's called the constitutional right. So, statement of guarantee. Here's the thing. I'm going to guarantee what I do, but I need you to be part of the program and follow through too. As you actually got to pay attention. So the goal is, first thing is, do not apply for credit. Don't screw up whatever we're trying to do for you. The next thing from there is, if you want to go back to your creditor, credit bureau, you can. You want to negotiate a debt or two, you can do that too. You can even take them to small claims. All right, we can do a lot of things to help you as well. All right, the ultimate goal is getting that score up, top, up, and away to a 750, if not more. Step number 3. Ultimate goal is very simple. We have a system called Rapid Refresh that I invented years ago with Ken Yarborough and Harold Stokes. 157 points in 45 days. Here's a client that was told by their banker and their tax attorney, don't use but half your credit cards. Bad information. Some people are told, pay it off every month. You see in the bottom, there's no green lights. But with a Rapid Refresh, 132 points, we created green lights. An opportunity to get more credit, especially for the corporation. Here's someone who filed a bankruptcy. Told by the bankruptcy attorney, you can't get credit for 10 years. That's not true. I get them a card right away. Person has 11 collection accounts. Lay down their car payments, they'll get them $33,000. See, they need some help. They're trying to juggle the crap. It's kind of messed up. Getting someone to a 750 is not hard to do, as long as you're part of the program and you follow through as well as we do together, working together. The ultimate goal, always be part of the program. Now again, if you want credit lines, all right, credit cards, let us know. That's what I'll do for you too, because we're going to get the money. Now, if we're going to rebuild your credit, in credit rebuilding, Rapid Rescore, the office is usually going to charge you $9.98. On the credit hour, I always give you half price. So that becomes $499. But I also get you a $1,000 card. So the goal is simple, to double your money back. From there, it's simple. You get a 750 score. All right, we basically, it's a broadcast price, and we build you up to $1,000 of cash credit. So you double your money back and get a 750 score. And if that's all you want me to do, then that's simple. See, it's double your money back. It's kind of like being better than being in Vegas. Ultimate goal. But again, you become a certified CFO. Now, take a picture of Zelle today. I am the recipient, Ray Reynolds, that's my name, ray@erasecredit.com, and then you can bank transfer, deposit, or wire too. Ultimate goal. If you do give us referrals, we will pay you 10% or build more up for you. Ultimate goal. 800-536-3216, live with the Godfather of Credit, Ray Reynolds. Ray's rules, never bring the pain home. Easier said than done. Sometimes it's a royal pain in the ass at. Now, if you haven't called 888-567-8688, you might want to do that. See, you're on the national mailing list. That's why you get some of the junk mail and some of the robocalls. I would opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. But again, that's up to you, step number 4. As we play the game, remember, plan the problem, please. Most people hurt their credit because they take the money and credit from the family to start a business, and they kind of screw it up. Then they find themselves in bankruptcy, tax liens, just a total mess. We have to rebuild the mess. So I'm always going to tell someone to plan the problem. because unfortunately most people have been knocked down. All right, someone took it away from them too, it probably ripped them off. It's usually, sorry to say, it's a friend or family member. Now we have to write down safety credit. When we build you credit now, I want you to put a sticky. Like I told Gil, he's got to use 29% no more. Like I told James, same thing too. Like I told Matthew, go basically those credit reports are frozen. As we know your cases. Why you put a sticky on the back of a card? Simple. What's the limit? What's 25%? Maintain that at all times. And no past 29%. See, when you take a card past 29%, your score drops. Your own plop. So we have to understand personal credit should be safety. That's all it should be. The line of defense, your banks, your grocery stores in your cities do it every day. See, they don't bring the pain home like you and me. So remember, all dashboards say 0 to 29% is green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So the sticky will help you keep the discipline in place. That's the ultimate goal, not to bring the pain home. Personal credit shouldn't be used in abuse, step number 5. Now, most people, when they lose a job, have an emergency, what do? It's simple. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they jack up their personal credit cards. I want you to learn divisions become the ducks. Write it down. Divisions become the ducks, so you don't bring the pain home. Let's pretend today you needed $5,000 now. You go ask your friends, your family, the bank, they all say no. But this is a card for $5,000 in my hand. If I max it out today, the payment's $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. So if I take $140 a week that people they say they mess up, and they kind of piss it away, I could have maxed out these cards today. See, during the pandemic, using some common sense, we could have got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. Step number 6. Our goal is very simple. Okay? You reaching your goal, believing in yourself. Me, I believe in God, and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, I just want to prove what made you jump, and stupid people say we don't. So remember to see it, believe it, and please go get it. The ultimate goal. It's not easy, but it's worth the fight, isn't it? So why did Nixon take the gold standard out? So they can print more money. What happened after that? Why don't you write down Ray's rules again? Now let's understand what happens and what you did to you. If you allow me to get you a couple cards up to 100,000, never use more than 29%. That way you have 71,000 of safety credit. See, when you take the money and credit from the family to roll the dice, you tend to bring the pain home because it doesn't work and you can't write it all off when you screw up. You made you and your family the duck. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? Well, the card I got you is only 5,000. Okay? All right? Because in the program we would give you 5,000 of credit. So you want more. Well, the reality is talk to your sales rep. Okay? Or get into the thing you're doing today. But please, make sure you understand. You cannot use more than 29% of that card. And that's the thing you have to understand. It's like when we build somebody up. Remember, I had to give you 3 cards first to build you up. Because you went through the bankruptcy, had a tax problem. You still have the tax problem. Have you solved the problem using the 656 form, 433A and B, offering compromise? Well, it's going to keep kicking your butt if you don't solve the problem. But now I got you the 3 cards. The last card I got you is $5,000. 25%, 29%. Maintain it, please. Okay? Because if you drop your score, now I can't get any more. Building you up was a pain in the ass set. Okay? Yeah, it was difficult because everything you kept doing, you kept jacking things up and screwing it up. And you didn't tell us certain things that we didn't know until we got hit in the head with it. We didn't know there was a tax lien or a collection account going to hit us, and we're building you up. You forgot to tell us that part. All right, keep watching. Thank you. So you got $5,000, but keep in mind, it's a personal card to build them up to be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions. You can't use more than that 29% or it drops the score, get stuck, you can't get any more. Biggest problem is we don't want to use our personal credit ever to start a business. And we have to maintain the rules and the tools. Ray's rules. It's simple. Don't bring the pain home. Step number 7. And we can all become CFOs for a corporation and division. It's like getting the money. It's simple. Getting you the money is not hard to do. That's what people need. We need money and credit. You see, when you get your cash or your paycheck, it's taxable income. Okay, corporation getting credit up to $100,000 to $1 million, we get to write it all off. So the goal is basically understanding how to play the game. You're entitled to incorporate you. So it's like everyone's got a sad story. It's, sorry, everybody's got a sad story. We all do. But when I was in a coma, nobody cared. I couldn't walk. I was crippled for life, but Jesus said, get up. The last time I was come, I got to die. But again, I want you to understand from an example that I am for God, you can get through anything. Google the address, because I'm factually verifiable. It's very simple. What did I do after the coma? I have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. In other words, I have a backup for a backup because I don't want to go back to the pier needed of a trash can. So the ultimate goal is I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. Put my score back to an 820, popped another $1 million credit. So understand, you can win the lottery, and most people mess that up too, inherit the money, get a raise. Or I can rebuild you. It's not going to be easy. Gerald here took 14 months because he kept little payments, and he kept getting confused with other people. Mickey here took 17 months. But again, basically to build it up and away. We never give up. But again, they have to be part of the program and follow through too. So the ultimate goal is stop bringing the pain home. Fall off, get back on. That's all we got to do. Now, the thing is, a corporation being a legal person. Okay, it says it right in front of you. That sounds great. Half you have a corporation. Big deal. It's a piece of paper. I was lucky while I was being used and abused at the Hope family's house because why? Every Wednesday night they had a poker game. When I heard a corporation's a legal person, I wrote it down. I wanted to figure out how can I get out of hell because nobody gave a damn about me. I went to the library the next day next to the Torrance Police Department. I was nice. I was polite. I was 7.5. Man, what does this mean? She walked away, came back with a book. All right, slammed the book down. There's a Machiavelli's a book. She was a real bee. But the reality is I wanted to know what it meant. See, I was looking for rules and tools in a blueprint. All right, it's not easy. All right, so I went back to that library almost every day for 2 years. And then I sent away a money order. At the time, it was $9. See, understand, all corporations are free in all 50 states. That's why I give the articles for free and build it up and away for you. Again, if you paid more than $100 for a corporation, all right, from somebody else, you kind of got screwed up. You lost a lot of money. They didn't teach you how to play. But I went back to that library for almost 2 years. Okay, and understand something. All right, I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave and had some fun. You have the ability to change your life if you want to. It's not easy. We are only given one SSN, which creates a 1040 tax return. A corporation gets an SS4. Based on the procedures and rules and tools I created in 85 and 86, every division gets a tax ID. See, to me, that's the line of defense, like the banks and the grocery stores in the cities. You know, when they bankrupt locations and they write off on their taxes and get a tax credit, have you ever been curious to figure it out too? You can become that CFO. It's not easy, especially if we got to rebuild some of the stuff you screwed up. Reprogramming you into millionaire. So let's understand something today. Let's go back to basics. In the beginning, you got a Social Security card. You did it to get a job, or mommy did it when you were born. Okay, there's the application. Did you know the application's an SS5 form? The SS4 gets a tax ID. So over here, it's tax, and probate. SSN equals 1040. Over here, SS4 equals 1120. So we have the right, all right, if we choose to, a corporation, division, or you, to have a tax ID and have cash credit. But again, we're talking about corporate credit, which allows us to write off the interest rate in the credit card, versus you stealing it from the family. So the bottom line is pretty simple. Why are you not a good CFO yet? Because you don't understand the rules and tools how to play. Tax, 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 no tax till you're profitable. All right, what do you need to be? Certified CFO. So let's understand basics. Every one of you need to have basically up to 100,000 credit safety. Never use more than 25-28%, maintaining that. And then on this side here, you've got your house or your rent. Walmart, Sam's Club, Capital One, Chase, American Express, B of A. Okay? I want you to think about something. Does it not make sense if you have, your goal is to have a break-even life? I want your personal life to break even based on your income and your house payment all set to taxes. I want your corporation to receive money, millions, because you don't pay tax and you make a profit. You can stop bringing the pain home anytime. You can reprogram you into millionaire. Reality is, let's look at line 10 here. Come on, it's right in front of you. It says banking and credit purposes. So if I take a Wells Fargo $100,000 card, all right, I can write it all off and finance the business up and away. What stops me? Nothing. See, our choice as a U.S. citizen, the United States of America Incorporated, we have the right to be SSN and SS4 simultaneously. You were a duck because you didn't know how to play the game. I want you to focus on division, division, division. Tax, 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 and no tax till you're profitable. All right, become a certified CFO. You have the ability. Now listen carefully. Your corporation needs to build up to $250,000 of credit, each division. But again, is it going to take time? Oh yeah. But I'm going to build right away some cash credit for you as you learn the rules and the tools. We have to reprogram everything you've learned because a lot of it's in the wrong way. When we look at the corporation, this is the cards we want, all right, up to $1 million of credit. These are the divisions. It is a corporate credit life because a corporation's a legal what? Person. So it's a life. Remember, there are 5 other accounts to go get. But again, we have to realize there's 9 lines of credit that we can accomplish between now and the end of the year up to $1 million. But we have to pay attention. Well, first we have to stop bringing the pain home. We have to understand tax-free corporate credit is not taxable. We can become a certified CFO. We can stop bringing the pain home and reprogram our brains. And let's remember, this is not legal and accounting advice. This is just information that you can verify yourself too. Every one of us, all right, have to reprogram ourselves into millionaire. When I was a kid, I know I'd be worth millions and billions of dollars, but I knew it wasn't going to be me. It was going to be the corporation because it made sense to me. Again, choice. Getting you money's not hard. We got to rebuild you, or you got to rebuild yourself too. Again, this is what you get from the credit hour. You get a 20% discount through me. I don't make a paycheck or pay commission. Sales team charges you 10%. What's your biggest responsibility? Like I told Gil today, like I told James, maintain 25-21%. Anything above 29%, your score goes on plop, and you screw up everything we're trying to do for you. Your ability is very simple. Now, just think, when you brought the pain home, if that was a division and you protected the corp and you would have never brought the pain home again, and you could have tried again and again. See, divisions, the way I designed it in 85 and 86, multiple locations. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You know, all the real estate, separate pieces for tenants. I don't know who's going to slip and fall and try to sue me, take everything I got. Cash credit for the corporation and the divisions. You can be a certified CFO. The ability on a division. A division is very simple. You get a tax ID. We set up, if you allow me to do it for you, I can set up your Experian, your Chandler and Equifax under tax ID, and you can build up to $1 million of credit. Now again, the car registered owner for you should be a division versus you, because right now if there's a lawsuit, you're the duck. From there, real estate, every piece, franchise, all right, line of defense, don't bring the pain home. Even how to learn how to receive money. See, you got to realize, most of the things you bring in should go to the corporation versus you. You got 89 ways to have a division. So the end of the year is going to be important to us. Right now, June is important because it's the second quarter. We have to focus. Understand something. January 1st, 2023, You have 9 banks up to $150,000 of credit. So again, I took this from B of A. As long as you're the same owner between now and the end of the year, pay attention. So that means if I go to Bank of America and I do everything I told you to do, I can get a line of credit up to $150,000. That's checkbook money, not credit cards. Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank, Navy, Fed. But again, this is checkbook money. All right, again, up to $5.4 million. Again, what would you do with that kind of money? You can do any type of business you want to and write it all off too. What do we have to focus on right now in June, second quarter? Corporation, 3 divisions. Building it up to $1 million between now and the end of the year. Certain things we have to do to follow through too. Again, becoming that certified CFO. So understand something today. It's like leveraging money. Okay? In other words, Gerald got $100,000 2 weeks ago. Randy got his money. Okay? Glenn got his money. So from $1,000, leveraging it into $100,000 plus, again, it's checkbook money. So we have to realize Gerald got $100,000. Okay? From there, Randy got his $65,000. All right? We got John who got $1.9 million. Literally, we got Giovanni got $1.6 million. All right, and Glenn got $1.3 million. But then you have like Steve who only got $200,000. But the bottom line is borrowed money is not taxable. So I need you to focus on that as you leverage money into more money and stop bringing the pain home, becoming that certified CFO. And remember, reprogram you into millionaire. You have to believe it because you can achieve it. All cash applications require a CFO. You got to give us referrals. We'll give you 10% back to you or build more for you. You can do real estate, franchise, leverage of money, and profit sharing. But every division has to be known as a bucket of money because it's like it has its own credit reports. So understand something today. All right, I don't want you to invest your personal money that's taxed. I want you to take corporate credit and I want you to invest it and write it all off. The goal is very simple to do. From there, you're going to eventually retire, probably. You're going to have to buy a lifetime income. Why? Because your bills don't go away, but your 401k will. Come on, look at your 401k now in the last 90 days. All right, if there's anything left. You have the choice to learn to play the game. If you took the corporate credit and basically it's like free money and you put it into a hedge fund, they'll pay you between $8,000 to $15,000 a month. So you don't have to do anything besides buy a lifetime income too. You could actually become an investor if you wanted to. Now the Millionaires Founders Kit is kind of fun. 12 books, 12 CDs, the Bonaventure 32 years, $5,000 a pop. And that's what I did. Very simple. So you have a book on level 1. All right, you have foundation forms. You have stock kit. You have resolutions. You have goal setting. Then you have level 2, and there's a CD telling you what to do anyway. It's kind of fun. From there, you got basically the overview. All right, you have how to fill out applications, create credit reports, which you're entitled to do in managing multiple corporations. And then you have level 3, and then nonprofit offset taxes too. So again, here's a system with 1,000 steps in it for you. It's normally, all right, 5,000 back then, it's 1,000 today. But again, I don't want to basically have to move a warehouse. So today you get a discount. It's pretty simple if you want. You get it through me through the credit hour. Ray Reynolds, the credit hour. How can I help you? Yes, I'm telling the people online, that people that see the names. Yes, I have total recall on most things, and I remember all their cases. I work on their cases personally. Okay? Yeah, I do give a darn because I don't want them to ever be disappointed. But is it easy? Hell no. All right? I mean, Mickey took 17 months because he kept screwing things up. I mean, when you go through the rabbit hole and you got bankruptcy, tax liens, and collection crap, how do you get past it? You have to rebuild it. But the goal is not to take it again from you, become that CFO for the corporation. Is it easy? Hell no. All right? I make it sound easy because, all right, I don't let you down and it will be easy because on your own, you'll spend in circle 3 to 5 to 10 years. I mean, come on. Be honest with you. Be honest with yourself. How long did it take you to even get credit and get it started? And yet to this day, all right, you don't understand it 100% anyway. All right, keep watching. Thank you. So today, the Millionaires Founders Kit, I want to give you the financial series. And this is all the books and CDs that come with it. Financial series, Buckets of Money, 3-book CDs. The real estate system that I used to get up to the first 841 million. Again, today, because I don't want to move the warehouse. I just like to sell it all right, so I can reprint it in the first place. So today, all 18 books and CDs, if you did it during the credit hour, it's $2.99. It's a giveaway, but that is a Zelle. Take a picture of Zelle. If not, talk to sales. I'll charge you $1,000. So why don't you stand up and do this? Why not? Nobody can see you. Let's understand. SSN is tax, tax, tax. Be a duck, be a duck. S is for, all right, tax when you're profitable. So in other words, an SS4 is not taxable until you're profitable after you set up all the things you're allowed to do. So we can learn to play the game how Amazon at the trillion don't pay any tax. See, God's delays aren't God's denials. So let's pretend about money. I want your personal life to be breaking even. I want you to corporation to receive all the money. That's just what I want. But you do what you want. Let's pretend I wrote you a check for $1 million. The moment you put in your personal bank account and receive that money, you get to keep $375. The rest goes to the IRS's pocket. See, I would have never put in the personal account. I put in the corporation account. Because why? Then I can have a pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance policy, company card, and more. See, the SS4 is the opportunity for the dream to win the battle. But again, that's up to you. Step number 8 today. Ultimate goal simple. I think everyone should change their name to Mary that screwed things up. Why? Mary's great. She gives $10,000 to her CPA and attorney. They sit there going, beep, about it. She uses $98,000 of her personal credit. She's in the 800s. She drops it to a 591 and asks the CPA and attorney, what did she do wrong? What's her response? Beep. They don't know any better. See, the problem with Mary is the same problem you all have. You became the duck. You allowed you to bring the pain home. You allowed yourself. What you should have done is be a CFO. All right, never steal from the family. Get corporation in 3 divisions. When Mary bankrupted her restaurant, because she personally guaranteed, she bankrupted herself and lost the family's house, and her husband divorced her 19 months ago. All she had to do is be a CFO for a corporation, and that restaurant should have been a division like the banks and grocery stores in the cities do. You don't have to bring the pain home. You never had to. You just didn't know how to play the game, becoming a CFO. The truth, don't bring the pain home. Come on, in your city, you see Sam's Club, Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, you see grocery stores. They file bankruptcy. They have branch numbers. They have tax IDs and subsidiaries. Then they write off on their taxes when they screw up. You have the right to have a division and tax ID. That becomes the duck versus you. Step number 9. Cities file bankruptcy. I went to the court bill. I want to understand how they play the game. The United States of America Incorporated set up 50 corporations called states. Then they set up corporations called cities. So let's understand something. In your face, you sit there going, beep, 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 and you follow like sheep because you don't tear things apart and look behind the curtain, which you should do. They planned the problem. They even created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act, public record. See, they planned the problem in case blank hit the fan. You didn't do that, so you got a bad day. You bring the pain home? I don't think so. Your choice is simple. As an example, Apple files bankruptcy in 97 out of business. And what happens next is pretty simple. Mr. Bill Gates was the richest guy on the planet, $94 billion, gets indicted 4 times for running monopoly, as I said, indictment in front of you. But what did he do? He wrote a check for $150 million from a line of credit. He didn't take it from the bank account. He let them maintain the payment on the line of credit he gave them in the first place, and now Apple's worth trillions of dollars. So understand, borrowed money is not taxable. You might want to think about SSN, SS4. Why? Because the next time when blank hits the fan, you better damn well be ready. Why would you ever bring the pain home? I don't get it. Google bankruptcy today. Google it. I got no intent to do fraud, neither do you, right? But don't we have the intention to protect our family? The next time blank hits the fan, is it SSN and family, corporation, or division? Who's the duck this time? Okay, it shouldn't have been you in the first place. Step number 10. Your ability to understand one SSN, corporation, and SS4. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we must be dead. I can make anybody a certified CFO, but you got to be part of the program and follow through. Now, applications scare me. Why? Anything above 6 inquiries is a denial. I'm allowed as an affiliate to do a peekaboo. I don't want to waste inquiries for you. It's simple. If you have a corporation today, I'll build the one you got, if you want me to. I'll get you all the cash credit you want. But I have to make you a qualified CFO, and we have to do some work. You'll be part of the program. If you don't have a corp, and main thing getting the money, because that's what you want, money and credit. The goal is using the right credit, like corporate credit. You get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. If it screws up, it's a division. You don't bring the pain home. Again, take a picture of this page today, because you get a 20% discount through me. If you don't have a corporation, why don't you think about the starter program? Can you imagine? For $1,000, I'm giving you $10,000 of credit, 10 times your money back. And 44 years, 21 million clients. Rebuild the credit, wrapper score, articles, also as tax ID. Setup in level 1. Every Wednesday and Saturday, basically at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. $10,000 of cash credit. Before pandemic, it was $2,000. During pandemic, it's $999. This way, you get 10 times your money back. It's a broadcast price. So all of a sudden, you get to win. You get started with me, and you can play with me up to 6 days a week, because I'm live 6 days a week. Bonus cash credit for $10,000. It's better than being in Vegas. You get to win every time 10 times. Okay, being that CFO. Millionaire in the making. That's where you get $25,000 of cash credit. Normally the build-up's $5,000. All right, pandemic price $24.99. So for $2,500, you get $25,000, 10 times your money back. As we rebuild you, or you rebuild yourself too. Either way, we're going to get you there. Ultimate goal. And all you have to remember, that's 10 times your money back. It's better than being in Vegas. Again, you take a picture of Zelle, bank transfer deposit. All right, see, it's like anything else. Next weekend is my once a year, all right, or every 6 months, boot camp A to Z. This is where I'm going to take A to Z, all right, and cover everything Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's June 24th, 25th, 26th. For $3,999 through me, you get $50,000 of credit. The email going out is $8,000. You get to save almost half with me because I don't get a commission. I also give you level 1, 2, and 3 the rest of the year. Specialty classes and a wrapper rescore. So for $4,000, you get all the goodies, all right, you get to play with me and become that certified CFO. If you don't want the goodies, it's simple. Make sure you attend the boot camp, online or in person. Okay? With no goodies, it's very simple. It's $1,999 today. $20,000 of bonus cash credit for you anyway. In person or online. So your goal is sign up with me, you get all the discounts. If you just want to go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's simple. It's $7.99 per day, online or in person. I got no excuses. But you got a lot to learn, and we got to teach you how to play the game. So Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. See, sometimes you have to beat your doubt. You got to run your own race. You got to get out of your own way sometimes too. Step number 11. Ultimate goal. Getting past go, showing you the goodies, not a problem to do. Even God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. Race boats, the Ray Reynolds University.com, and yachts. Helicopters, U-Docks. All kinds of goodies, and Lamborghinis and buildings too. One of my first cars was a Quintos Lamborghini. So I didn't get a mommy and daddy like most people. I got used and abused, eat out of a trash can. I wanted out of hell. But I knew I'd get the $1 million dream. Okay, it's very simple to do. Your choice will be up to you. Ray Reynolds, the Credit Hour. How can I help you? How long will it take? I don't know. I have to analyze you. I got to see where you're at. Okay? An average case can be 90 working days, which is about 4 months. It might take 6 months. Do you have things that are collection hitting you all the time? Do you owe people money? Did you screw up? Do you owe with tax? See, until I analyze you, how am I going to give you a timeline? Okay? I got a lot of cases that are 90 days or less. I got some cases that are 30 days. But I got some people that took 17 months. But the goal is listening, learning, and work the program. Okay? So again, I'm going to analyze you when you get signed up. That's the ultimate goal. We got to know exactly what we're talking about. All right, thank you for calling. So the bottom line is getting everybody to level 1 in setup. Every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Now, I want you to protect your privacy. I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. Box and mailing address. I'd like you to adopt the Ray's rules, look at the Privacy Act, and never bring the pain home. Step number 12. So remember, we have the ability to protect ourselves too. Now, it's like the car you drive today. Sorry, you let them sweat you for 5 hours. You lost $5,000 and got 9 inquiries. From now on, Ray's rules, when you fill out the application, next to your signature, you're going to write down allows 1 inquiry. You're going to take a picture. You're not going to let them give them more than 1 inquiry. They added you to the national mailing list and sold you 9 times. Step 13. Stop bringing the pain home. The car you have today or future car will be fleet price, tax ID division. Write it down. You see, we don't have to worry about gap insurance and all those jacked up prices. It doesn't show up on personal report. It is a corporate write-off completely. All right, and you become a certified CFO. Remember, today, all the lawsuits are going out there and the craziness, the bumpity bumps. All right, 44 attorneys on TV and all the other things. The registered owner, as far as I'm concerned, should be a division of a corporation. So if they sue, they can't sue you. They sue the division, so they get diddly squat. Why not? That's step 14 today. The ability. Planning the problem. Stop bringing the pain home because blank's going to hit the fan again. Properties. How are you going to figure out who's going to slip and fall and sue you? They have to be divisions. Your paycheck, as far as I'm concerned, should be an offset of your basically house payment. All right, it doesn't matter if Amazon made the 10 billion to trillion. They don't pay any damn tax. Why would they? They make sure their debt outsources the profits. So again, corporation and 3 divisions. Becoming a certified CFO. House payment should help offset taxes personally to break even. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. So let's focus. All right, doesn't matter if he's going to buy Twitter or not. He's interviewing his employees and they all have good jobs, and doesn't matter if he gets his massage on his private jet or he's got his spaceship. He's having fun. But again, you don't pay tax, corporate tax at all. He got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship. Who else is going to get a spaceship? Why not? I mean, come on. So let's understand they're doing exactly what they're allowed to do. Corporations are taxable when they're profitable. So your choice is to complain or join the club. Ultimate goal. You can see this online. Bezos and Musk never pay federal tax, period, and a lot of their corps are in Nevada, so they don't pay any state tax either. Again, they get to play the game. Again, 800-536-3216. Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, Ray's rules, never bring the pain home. Now, every Saturday I have between 7 to 8 classes, sometimes 9. So what I have is what's called a specialty. The last class of the day is always a specialty. So, all right, this Saturday is tax balancing. That's the goal. It's at 2:30 in the afternoon. So getting you the money is not hard to do. As Gerald got his 100,000, he got his gold card. As you know, Gil got his money. He got that too. Steve did his, and so did Williams. Again, certain things we need to do. So if you want more, all right, if you want to start out, take a picture of the page. You get a 20% discount through me. Ultimate goal, if all you want me to do is rebuild your credit and rapid rescore, simple. I'll still build you a $1,000 card. I'll charge you $499 and get you a 750 score guaranteed. But you got to be part of the program and you got to follow through on your end too. Up, and away, twice as much you invested in yourself. That's step 15. All right, because we have the ability to be the CFO. And it's always a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. If you want starter package, so it gets a corporation on Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with level 1 in setup, you get stuck with me. And then what do we get to do? We get to have fun. But we build you up to $10,000 of cash credit. Okay, normally $2,000 for the package. But pandemic price is $9.99. So you get 10 times your money back. All right, again, I'm going to say it's better than being in Vegas. You win every time. For $1,000, you get rebuilt and you get $10,000 of credit. What a concept, huh? Mayor in the making's $25,000. Normally $5,000 buildup. The difference is because of pandemic, it's $2,499 currently, and you get 10 times your money back. And all you have to understand is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. Ultimate goal is very simple. Run your life through a corporate conjunction. That's what I would tell you to do. But again, that's up to you. See, that's step number 16. Let's think today. All right, today, your paycheck, all right, they tax it, you get the leftover, right? You could pay tax or buy a Lamborghini in a corporation. Today, with your income, your leftover after it's taxed, you're paying the payment, gas, registration, insurance. If I was you, I'd be yelling no, driving a company car like I do. Step 17. Now, I want you to become a certified CFO. I want you to focus on the SS4 form today. Get a copy of it. And I want you to look at line 10. It says banking and credit purposes. So if we use corporate credit, we get to write it all off as we finance the American dream. All you got to do is go to irs.gov and download an SS4 form. So you find out I'm telling you the truth. See, you don't have to be a duck. If you got, excuse my language, shitty credit, and you screwed up things, you probably tried to use it for a business, and it backfired and blew up in your face. But you can rebuild it all. You have a choice. There is a solution for everything. There always has been. But understand something today. The United States of America Incorporated does planning the problem in your face. 50 corps states, states or cities, cities corps too. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy that wipes out the debt through a bankruptcy and stays in business. You have to quit just sitting there, and you got to start paying attention. Understand, we the people. All right, it's our constitutional right to incorporate ourselves. From there, Nixon took the gold standard out. Next day, every woman has to sign an SSN form for the baby. So the baby can go to the stroller, the car seat can't go home. It's federally mandated. It's the rules and the tools. It's like raise rules for banking, raise rules for a corporation, raise rules for everything, even buying a house. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. If it's not in a trust, you have a house, they sue you, they screw you. If you die, it's stuck into probate, your family got diddly squat. Because you didn't pay attention, you didn't plan the problem. You fix up for property today, you hire a contractor. The contractor hires a subcontractor that's standing outside Home Depot. They cut corners, slip and fall, sue you, they take everything you got too. Do it my way, planning the problem, they get diddly squat. Why not? You might want to think about checking out an irrevocable trust. That's what I would tell you to do, but that's up to you. See, you got the ability, step number 19, to learn how to play the game. Ultimate goal is stop bringing the pain home. Now, I get people all the time, I don't want to pay tax. I always tell them, knock it off. Understand something. Corporations pay tax when they're profitable. So you don't need to play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. IRS.gov, if you have an IRS problem, solve it. 656 Form 433A and B. You have the right to rebuild you. Okay, you have the right never to bring the pain home, step number 20 in the first place, and you should have been a certified CFO in the first place anyway. So understand something. It's like when you buy things, why don't you buy at wholesale price? If you fix up a property, save up to 70%. All right, escrow can close and pay off the debt. You got basically going to pay nothing for 30, 60, 90 days anyway. But most people, unfortunately, most men, they get money, they got to piss it away. I tell you to leverage it like Gerald did here, like Joanne did, like Carl did, Danny did. Okay, $200,000 of money. Raise rules, leveraging money, borrow money's not taxable, line of defense. The divisions become the ducks. If you look at it that way, you would never bring the pain home in the first place. Step 21, blackjack. When I died in that coma, this was my facility, my building, one technology driver, inspector, and 22,000 square feet, doing up to $1 million a day. So you got choices to become that certified CFO. So again, don't forget this next coming weekend, I'm going to do a boot camp, A through Z. All right, if you did the $4,000, you get $50,000 in credit and all the goodies. But if you don't want to spend $4,000, at least go to the boot camp online or in person. Can you imagine what I could teach you? All right, all the things you're even learning today. So the bottom line is boot camp online or in person. All right, all 3 days, if you did it through me, is $1,999. And I'll even give you $25,000 of cash credit back, in person or online. But you got to do that today in Zelle right away. If you only want to go Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's $7.99 per day. You pick it. There's Zelle, there's bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate goal. See, you got to get you the money. You got to learn the rules and the tools how to play. Because the ultimate goal is very simple. All right, we got to focus on now, or June, second quarter, the rest of the year building up as much credit to the corporate division as we can. Next year, we want to focus on checkbook money. Checkbook money is basically very simple. All right, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank, all right, Navy Fed, and other banks will give you checkbook money up to $5.4 million of credit. So the goal is very simple. Now, what we do now, between now and the end of the year, we focus on the corp in 3 divisions, getting history and credit, and we become a CFO. Next year, we go a little crazy and get up to $5 million of checkbook money too. So again, here you go. Take a picture. You save 20% when you do it through me direct. Okay? It's great. Gerald got his 100,000. Randy got 65. John got $1.9 million. Giovanni $1.6 million. Glenn $1.3 million. And Steve 200,000. So everyone's a little different what they want to do. But the one thing is always simple. Borrow money is not taxable. So let's focus on that. We don't have to bring the pain home and be a bunch of ducks. We can become certified CFOs, and we can reprogram ourselves into millionaire. If you have a corporation today, I'm sorry, because if it's sued, they sue you. Your public record. You probably use your home address too. But if you had the line of defense, all right, the divisions, you learn to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. The divisions become the ducks. Hey, if banks and grocery stores and cities can do this in your face, all right, it's about time you learn how to play the game too and stop bringing the pain home to you and your family. Divisions and tax IDs. Step 22. All right, 3 more to go. So if I get you a card, as I teach people to daisy chain 113 different ways, all right, you can get one for the corp in every division. In other words, it's a numbers game. You can put a piece of property in each one. You can get a franchise. One screws up, don't you have A left to go? Get another one too. The ability to never bring the pain home. You bring it home because you didn't know how to play the game. Sorry, it's just true. So as we play the game, that's why I wrote Buckets of Money and Tax Balance Become the Bank. You can become a certified CFO. What are you willing to lose? Every time you bring the pain home, it's because of money and credit you screwed up. You don't have to hurt the family. Corporation, they sue it, they sue you. Divisions are cheap. If we play chess today, we're both losing pieces on both sides, but at the end of the day, we're both going to get checkmate. That's our goal, step 23. So remember, stop bringing the pain home. They told me everything. I got bullied, I got all the crap, but I always knew I'd have millions and billions under the corporate structure. Reaching the dream. Think to be the impossible, use Ray's rules, and I make millionaires all the time, corporation in 3 divisions. You can be next. Is it going to be easy? No. We're going to work our tails off? Yes. Are we going to follow through to be the CFO? Always. If you don't have the Millionaires Founders Kit, you want it today, it's simple. You get the books, CDs, financial series, you get the real estate series, because I don't want to move the warehouse between now and the end of the month. So it's $299, 18 books and CDs. The complete set is yours for $300. If you Zelle now. Ultimate goal, get everybody to set up in level 1 every Saturday and basically Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So they can ask questions and play the game and learn to play basically what needs to be done. It's like never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. So it's like the corporation's just a piece of paper. Sorry, half you have one. You need to fix some things you screwed up, especially home address, and you're probably sitting there going, you have no cash credit. But again, I'll build you up for the corporate divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. But you got to plan the problem and set up the line of defense. Raise your rules, bonus cash credit, offset taxes, build the American dream. Step 24. Ultimate goal is very simple, to become a CFO. If I'm going to build your credit for you up and away personally and do a rapid rescore, let's remember a couple things today. It's very important. I'm going to give it away, all right, for $499. I want to give it away at a ridiculous price because I know you've been burned by other people. I actually tried to do this when I retired at 26 for free. Nobody paid attention because it was free. So having a little skin in the game is good for you. So up to $1,000, double your money back. All right, you learn how to bring the pain home. I'm online 6 days a week with you. And again, we're going to fight like, you know what? It doesn't matter if it's like Gerald took 14 months or Mickey took 17. We're going to do it as fast as possible to rebuild you step by step. Because you have to become a CFO. Blank will hit the fan again. And it's Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. If you don't have a corp and you want us to do the starter package, okay. All right, we do all that. You go to setup in level 1 on Saturday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we get you $10,000 of credit. Up and away. Again, that's what you need to do. Bonus cash credit, 10 times money back to you. Millionaire in the making, that's when you get that $25,000 and you build it up and you times it by 4 even more. Again, all right, pandemic price, $2,499. And you get 10 times your money back to you. Again, always Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. So getting you the money's not hard. You got to be part of the program. So again, like I said, take a picture of this. If all you want is money in the credit, we're going to rebuild you. This is what we're going to do for you based on your budget allows you to do. You could be the corporate millionaire if you want, but that's up to you. Remember, if the banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank, cities file bankruptcy, they're still in business. You brought the pain home when you didn't have to in the first place. So the ultimate goal is to learn the rules and tools, stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and remember to reprogram yourself into millionaire. We stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest, amen to that too. Ultimate goal, number 25. Or if you don't have the office number and want to talk to a specialist, it's 800-510-3338. That is step 25. We do our best, God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. God loves us all.